I don't believe that Christians should be telling Christians to not get credit. I believe, hey, there is a responsible way to manage what you are borrowing for the benefit of yourself and others.
If it's for like my business, if I know that this investment that I'm going to use with my credit line is going to bring more revenue to my business, then that's whenever I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to use my credit line.
What do you think? You think Christians should have credit?
I think it is going to be something that a lot of people are not going to agree on. Just like, I mean, especially nowadays when people are like listening to like Dave Ramsey and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was one of those that would listen to him and agree upon not having credit.
Yeah.
And so for me, I mean, I transitioned from trying to get everything all cash, trying to do all that, and then transitioning to actually, having my own credit line and just using it as leverage. So I would agree that every Christian should have credit, but understanding the point of, okay, what am I using it for?
Mm-hmm. Because look, this is the thing. I think like Dave Ramsey, he gives a lot of good advice. Okay, he does give a lot of good advice, and that's something that we like. When it comes to, I've taken a lot of his principles. There's been the time where I was in debt and I didn't know what to do or how to like kind of pretty much break my debts down. But look at this. He actually helped me like get an idea of, hey, which debts to tackle first, how to tackle them, and take those baby steps.
I think like if you're trying to at least get better in your finances, always think about credit as just leverage. Leverage for what you're trying to do for your future. If you're trying to get a house.
It's just the problem is that many people use credit. I read somewhere where it said like 2 out of 3 Americans have like credit card debt. Wow. And that's a lot of people. That's like if we have
if we have
a million people.
If we have one more here.
One more here, two. Exactly. Have one more person, that would be more debt for them. I mean, we'll have debt or they'll have you guys, I don't know, whoever, but 2 of us will have debt. But this is the thing. I think the problem is that many people use credit as just consumer mindset. There's a difference between consumer credit and producer credit. Like consumer credit, it's like you're just gonna buy these AirPods you just bought, and you're not gonna get any monetary like value out of it or some benefit out of it, other than just listening to music through your ears. Yes. And you can't afford it, and you just swipe the credit card. That is consumer credit, where you're just using it to buy things, but with no like purpose of turning it into to do something, to work for you or to do something. That's what I think producer value credit comes in.
That's what I was talking about, like how some people use it as leverage, and some people use it just to gain physical things that literally, I mean, it's not bad to do that, but as long as you have the money to still pay it back.
Honestly.
So I think that's something that Dave Ramsey tries to encourage you. It's like if you have credit right now, I mean, it's just knowing
he discourages you to use it because the person he's reaching out, because look, when it comes to credit, there's a spectrum. Like you're either on this side or that side. There is no right side other than, hey, what fits your needs the most. Like for example, if you're a person with bad habits, with bad not knowing how to use your credit cards to your advantage, other than just spending it, maybe Dave Ramsey's advice actually is gonna work for you. Like, hey, you don't need to go use a credit card to buy your things. In fact, stay away from it because that's what's causing you to get into more debt.
And I think whenever we have that liberty, there's this one teaching that if you have cash, it's easier to budget. It's easier to maintain good finances because you see it leaving your account now, other than having it all on just your credit card or all in your debit card. And so I think it's best to be able to understand. And whenever you have that liberty of credit, there's now something personal that you have to now control. Yeah. Something inside of you to where it's like, man, I have $10,000 in credit line.
Yeah.
You know how much stuff I can get.
And this is the thing. Many people don't get credit because they don't want to get into debt, right? And there is scriptures on the Bible where it says, hey, we don't want to be debt, because if we get debt, we are indebted to the person who gave us that money, who gave us that car, who gave us that stuff that we were borrowing. That's one thing. Everything we have as Christians is borrowed. Our life is borrowed. Our gifts are borrowed. In fact, there's many scriptures in the Bible that shows us that God is the owner of everything, and this is one of the things that we have to understand, that everything is borrowed. It's how you manage what is that you have borrowed that makes the difference. And I think when we borrow credit, that's one thing you shouldn't say. I don't believe that Christians should be telling Christians to not get credit. I believe, hey, there is a responsible way to manage what you are borrowing for the benefit of yourself and others. Exactly. Like, for example, if you want to, like, if you're running a business and you know you're going low on supplies for the rest of the month, and you know if you don't get that money, if you don't figure out a way to supply those needs for your business, you're gonna miss out on potential profits. And that's when credit can be used as producer credit. We're like, hey, you know what? I know I'm gonna get that $15,000 in merchandise right now, but I know by the end of the month these are gonna sell out because we're already selling out now. Yep. So we're gonna put it on that card. We're gonna get the that merchandise to fulfill the business needs, and we can profit even more. Yep. And in turn, you pay off that debt. Yes, we're encouraging you, like once you use that credit card, but to come with the intention of paying it off. Yep. That's the problem. People don't have that mindset of like paying it off. They just let it keep it balanced.
I think it's just important to understand. It's like if you have this credit line, figure out, you know what? I have this amount of money in credit. How can I use it as leverage for me to be able to gain wealth? Figure out how I can make a better investment of what I have. And obviously understanding in a personal point to where it's like, you know what? I can't afford, but I still have this credit line. I can't afford to pay it off. So I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah.
But if it's for like my business, if I know that this investment that I'm going to use with my credit line is going to bring more revenue to my business, then that's whenever I'm going to say, you know what, I'm going to use my credit line.